Music in the Cafe, a Lukanette alternate universe month-long fanfiction. Each day will be based on a writing prompt from the Lukanette September 2019 calendar. I do not own this calendar. I will be linking the Tumblr post I found it in the description box below. Thank you for reading, listening, or watching. Please enjoy. Day 25. Mermaids. Marinette was dragging everything out from her closet of disappointment when the door squeaked and she turned to find Alia peeking in. "Hey girl, what are you doing?" she asked gently. Marinette sighed and motioned for her to come in and close the door. "I'm just cleaning stuff out," the black-haired girl sighed. Alia picked up a sticker from the stack. "The studio logo?" she asked gently. Marinette nodded. "Can I see the shop?" Another nod and point to the computer. Marinette du Panchang. Whenever did you learn how to code? Alia mused, making her giggle. Honestly, I just used one of those website builders, she admitted. Alia shook her head and clicked her tongue. You have a lot of orders, Alia mused. Marinette sharply inhaled and paused her cleaning, before resuming after a couple of seconds. I know, she said tightly. Alia cocked her head to a side. Are you sure you want to shut it down? Alia said tentatively. Marinette took another breath. Yeah, her voice was sad. Why? I know you don't want me to push it, but I know you. You want that to be real. Why are you shutting it down? It's not failing, I can tell you that, Alia said, spinning the chair round and round in circles. Marinette sighed. Every time the orders goes down, I panic, and I don't want to live like that, she explained, shoving the fabric scraps into a bag. Alia didn't say anything for a minute. Marinette, would you continue doing it if you, say, didn't have to see or had to worry about the number of orders that came in? The curly-haired girl said. Marinette stopped packing and sat still. Ooh, you're considering it, Alia teased, getting an eye roll. Okay, maybe I am, Marinette said with a sassy undertone. What are you proposing? Alia tapped on the computer. Me and Tiki could help you. For one, you're not doing this alone, so soon there's going to be too many orders and you won't be able to keep up. That's where Tiki comes in. Two, you need a better social media presence. And the Queen of Blogs is here to help. Alia flipped her hair in a very Chloe Bourgeois-esque manner. Don't worry, they still didn't like Chloe. Even as early as college, though, Alia was a very good blogger and social media manager. She had made a couple blogs, but none of them really took off except for one. She'd put that to rest a long time ago, though. But it did show how adept she was at creating and styling websites and getting them the most professional-like workings from them. Perhaps it would be helpful if Marinette was to continue her shop to have Alia help manage. It was her original idea before the downhill week. Get the shop into the real world and work with Tiki and Alia. Maybe it would even work as an online store. 3, we're not letting you do this alone, and I'll help manage those numbers and orders, so you won't have to see them, Alia stated. Marinette looked at the stack of stickers and thought about how proud she was of them. Thank you, even though I hid it from you guys for quite some time, Marinette smiled. Alia grinned back. Hey, what are friends for other than to help and not get mad when you hide an entire online striving shot from them? Alia laughed. Marinette groaned playfully and said, Shut it. So it's agreed. Me and Tiki will help you with the shop. I'll handle orders and the more financial stuff and divide the orders up between you and Tiki, Alia planned. Marinette nodded in agreement. Thank you, the black-haired girl said again. Alia got up from the chair and gave her a hug. Of course, Alia said kindly. Marinette sighed and hugged her friend back. The shop? It was her pride and joy, and perhaps with partners and just a different way of doing things, it could continue to be her pride and joy and her passion project. I I think I just want to keep the shop online. As much as I want an actual fashion studio, maybe it would be best if I kept it on the internet. Then most of the things I worry about can't actually happen. And I'm kind of attached to the cafe, Marinette told Alia, who nodded and understood. By the way, what were the results you got from Claire? Alia asked. Marinette had finally opened up to Claire, explaining her long-standing, lifelong worries that plagued her from childhood. About Agreste and what happened with him and how it caused her worries to spike and mutate to more extreme lengths. The worries of starting a new relationship with Luca, the shop and the week that had stressed her out so badly, and the panic attack. Claire decided that the next therapy session would be much more focused on diagnosing her. Well, I just sorta accepted them. I have generalized anxiety disorder, Marinette said. Those were some strange words to say. To admit that she really had anxiety, it was weird to say the least. She'd spent quite some time denying it and pushing it away and trying to rationalize it. Is there anything we can do to help you cope, or help do things that or things we can do and avoid? Alia asked. Marinette smiled gently at her. Not everyone had supportive friends and family, but she did. Her parents had actually asked the same thing. Well, after crying over not noticing it, wasn't their fault. It's not like Marinette really noticed it either. She always brushed it under everything. Well, Claire gave me some different tips and things to do when I get nervous or panicked, Marinette started. Alia urged her to continue. There's a couple of breathing exercises. One of them is where you breathe with someone else. So they say 1, 2, in 1, 2, 3, out 1, 2, 3, in 1, 2, 3, out 1, 2, 3, in 1, 2, 3, out 1, 2, 3. And then there's this grounding technique that you can do. 5 things you can see, 5 things you can feel, 5 things you can hear, 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. That's if I'm like freaking out and all. In general, therapy should help, and doing relaxing things like meditation and drinking tea can help, and avoiding triggers that make me anxious, Marinette explained. Alia nodded. So, basically keeping you away from the actual numbers of the order for the shop can actually help you be less nervous about how it's going. Because don't worry, I'll still tell you how you're doing so you're not just in the dark. But I'm just not going to explicitly tell you. Marinette smiled at her friend. Again, she really did have the best family and friends. Alia helped her and knew her so well. Yeah, that'll help. The black-haired girl felt her heart flutter, and she had her friends helping her and supporting her, and she could still have a shop. Thank you for being the best and most supportive best friend ever, Marinette told Alia. Well, you've done your fair share of helping me. Only fitting I return the favor, Alia said. Anyways, you better put those things away. Organizing can be left for a different time. We have a birthday/going-away party for your boyfriend. The curly-haired girl sprung up from the floor and began to drag her friend up as well. Aw, are you blushing? Alia cooed, poking Marinette's cheek, who just pushed her hands away. And for the record, yes, she was turning pink. Yes, Luca had reached out to Mavis, and he was going to New York next Friday. It was all decided to send him off with a celebration for all that would come, and what better venue than the place where he had met his darling girlfriend. And yes, the party was mostly planned by him, as he was an actual event planner for over, 3/4 of the year. I think I approve of Luca, Alia mused, closing the door behind her. Marinette playfully rolled her eyes. Well, even if you didn't, what can you do about it? She said with a laugh. Alia shrugged. He's nice. He's good for you. Luca treats you well, and I have yet to give him my full blessing, but in general, I'm very much okay with this. Alia thought out loud, making Marinette laugh, knowing full well the overprotective best friend / sister traits were showing themselves. Oh my god, you guys could totally do couples costumes with me and Nino next year, Alia said. Marinette cocked her head to the left side and sent her a wrinkled face that read, "What?" She opened the door handle to the passenger's side of Alia's car. She decided to leave hers here at the cafe and just take it home later that night. Oh, come on, couples costume. Don't give me that look, fashion designer, Alia said snappily. You guys could be mermaids with his black and blue tipped hair. He could be a merman and you could dye your hair like, I don't know, pink. That would be cool. And rocker-like, Alia said. Me and Nino could be sailors. Marinette nodded her head thinking about it. Maybe. That sounds pretty fun, Marinette agreed. Alia gave her a victorious look and then turned on the car and radio. Does this look good? Alia spun around. They had gone to Marinette's house to get ready since, she had a lot more clothes than Alia did, and most of them were in their own style since, Marinette always liked to make clothes for her friends. It's good, Marinette put a thumbs up. Her friend had chosen a plaid gray skirt with a long-sleeve black sweater and flats. Your turn, Alia said in a sing-song voice. Marinette reached into her closet and picked out a dark, flowery blue blouse, white skinny jeans, and tan wedges. Ooh, do you sell that shirt on the shop? Alia cooed when Marinette stepped out. Nope. Alia took out her phone and motioned for Marinette to stand behind and pose. You should, and you need better pictures on the website, with actual models and outfits. Kagami and Julika would probably be happy to help out with the models, Alia said, scrolling through the many pictures she took. Marinette blushed. She never got used to the whole pictures thing, despite, having a past famous boyfriend, being a performer. Maybe her new boyfriend would be famous too. That was almost comedic. Marinette attracted a lot of famous people, apparently, but she was never much of a show-stopping person. Okay, come on, Mari. Time to head out and celebrate.